there because I don't want to get so close to his leg that it erases his leg. All right, so then I'm just gonna go in. I'm going to literally just clone right in here. Sit you down again for a moment. I'm just gonna grab another area of the floor so that that doesn't look blurred like it did in the last photo. I'm gonna minimize this a little bit. Go in here right beside his pant leg. And I'm just going to clone this out. Okay, so you can kind of see where I'm cloning. And this is probably why it looked blurred to you, because of where I was grabbing to clone from. And I'm going to grab some more floor and zoom this out. So I'm going to lay you down for a moment. So the area that I'm cloning from is right here because I don't want to go too far from what we're actually cloning over, because I don't want it to look out of place, which obviously that was the case in the last one that I did. So bear with me while I do this. So on this one, I'm grabbing right over here so that I can just literally drag across. And then you have to stop, because if you continue to hold, it's gonna grab the underneath layer like it did there. And you don't want that to happen because then that creates more work for you. And I'm gonna actually grab over here, and I'm just gonna go back in. And I'm just gonna keep grabbing from opposite sides and just continue to clone in. Okay, so now our floor is cloned. You can see what's been cloned. And another thing that I do, because you can kind of see here that it's a little bit repetitive pattern, I'm going to take this opacity on this clone brush and I'm going to take it down to about 19%. I'm going to clone another area and I'm going to clone it, and then I'll show you where I clone from. Okay, I cloned from this dark patch right here because going over it lightly, I can kind of just make that blend better. Same thing with up here. You just kind of making it blend so you have different areas of pattern so it's not repetitive. And that may have been what you saw in the other one that looked blurred to you. Okay, let's go back to our other image, see where we are. Okay, so the next thing that I did on this image was this layer 4, it's a copy of all the layers that we have done to this point. So the shortcut command for this, I don't know if you remember it, but it's Control-Alt-Shift-E on a PC. On a Mac, I believe it's Command-Alt-Shift-E. So I'm going to try to do this so you can see it create that layer. So it basically just copied everything. So now I can actually click the eye on all of these and, oh no, what happened? I think I had the wrong layer selected. What is going on here? What did I do? Hold on. I think I somehow linked this to the one below and I don't want to do that, so I gotta figure out how to fix that. Let's just do undo. How's that? There we go. I don't know what I did there. Okay, so we're gonna do Control-Shift-E again. I'm gonna sit it down since you saw what that did a second ago. That way I don't do what I did a minute ago. Okay, so there we go. Now I can actually delete all of these and it won't change what we've done because I made basically a virtual copy of everything we've done up to this point. So the next thing that I did was take this tool right here and I drew around these two as close as I could get. Now I'm gonna go actually a little bigger. I want to get his shadow because we want to use the original shadows that's in it so that it looks like it's supposed to be there and it wasn't copy and pasted. So once you select this, you're gonna do layer via copy. You don't want to do cut. You want to do copy. Okay, and the reason for that is so that you can clone all of this out. Alright, so now it might get a little bit confusing here for a second, but we've made a copy of our little bear and our person. We're going to select layer 1. We're going to go down and select a new layer. So what's going to happen is this new blank layer is going to come between layer 1 and the copy of the little girl and the bear. The reason I'm doing this is because on this blank layer, we're going to actually clone out the little girl and the bear. So I am going to zoom in so you can kind of see where I'm cloning. I'm going to zoom in a little more because I want this to be really precise. The first thing I'm going to clone is this gap in this door. So I'm going to clone it and then I'll show you where I cloned from. So I'm going to grab my clone stamp tool, select Alt. Okay, I grabbed from right here. I'm lining it up because I don't want this door to be off. We don't want it to be wobbly. And I'm just going down. I'm actually going to make this smaller because I don't want to copy. I want to do his ear. What is going on here? Opacity 100%. Make sure your opacity is 100%. There we go. Sorry, I had to turn off. That's one thing you want to do is turn off this layer so you can actually see what you're editing. Alright, So I'm gonna go down to the floor. I'm gonna go